Leave a like on the video if you enjoy it, share it with a buddy, and get subscribed for more PUBG content. Now, let's hop on over to the patch notes and take a look at everything that's new in Update 20.2. Update 20.2 comes November 8th for PC, November 16th for console. The maps that are going to be in normals: Erangel, Miramar, Tego, Deston, Karakin. That's on North America servers, okay? Sanok is out, Karakin staying. But Deston is back, thank goodness. Deston is back. Gameplay, we've got vehicle spawn balances in normal matches. In other words, they've increased spawns for vehicles and decreased boats and water vehicles. So UAZ increased, Dacia increased, Aqua Rail, Buggy, and Boat decreased. On Miramar, we have pickups increased, Murados increased. So more vehicles, less running. The vehicle skin effect, the act of having to apply your skin has been streamlined a little bit, but still not enough. You still have to select your specialty skin like the McLaren, and it's going to do the cool little animation thing, which a lot of us don't like. But for normal skins, it says pressing the limited interaction key will immediately equip the basic skin vehicle. So if you walk up to your Murado and you have a gold Murado skin, you hit the H key, it'll instantly apply that skin and it won't have to do some weird, abracadabra animation. On PC, the radio message now has its own keybind, so that when you're in your inventory and you want to call out an item, you can specifically bind that to a separate key instead of using the default key, which is like middle mouse button or something like that. This one's pretty big here. Folded shield is getting a nice quality of life. It only took about a patch and a half, 2 patches ago when it was introduced, and they've already implemented some changes, really good changes to it. They reduced the weight to 30 capacity, which is the same weight as 3 first aid, so that's very good. You can now put the shield down and pick the shield back up. You can put it down. When you're done, you can pick it back up and take it with you. That's number 1. Number 2, vehicles have to be moving faster in order to hit it and destroy it. Number 3, when you're deploying it, if you happen to move just an inch, it will not cancel the deployment and lose the shield. You still will have the shield in your inventory. So a lot of good quality of life changes, and we'll go test that out on the test server here in just a minute. For Tego specifically, the maximum amount of multi-care packages has been reduced a little bit, not a lot, by 5. So it used to be 15 was the maximum. Now it's 10. No update to the comeback arena. The food truck's default health has been lowered by 500, which is quite the significant amount of health that's being lowered. The O12 shotgun, which can now put a 3x, 4x, and 6x, can now also have a canted sight attached to it, which is going to be very cheeky to use that weapon in close and mid ranges. For sounds, they have footstep sound. As soon as you stop running, sprinting has been slightly decreased. This is really good, because this means if you're sprinting up to someone, you want to stop running as soon as you hear them or before you get too close. Sometimes they can still kind of hear you right as your character stops, especially with the new animation that they added. So they decrease that sound just a little bit to give you a little better opportunity to sneak up on your enemy. They slightly have changed matchmaking MMR. It's based on your party's highest MMR. Previously, it was the party's average MMR. So like if I'm a level 500 and my MMR is whatever, say I have like the highest MMR and you have the lowest MMR and we're in the same party, it's going to think that our average MMR is somewhere right in between, and we would get matched up with players of equal mid-level MMR. Instead, now whoever has the highest MMR in the lobby, it's going to try to match you with those people. Okay, we have the Neymar bundles. We just went over all those skins. I think they're actually going to change the look of the soccer ball in the game too. I didn't notice this. Apparently care packages are going to be changed too, so that's kind of cool. A little collaboration with that. Care packages will have his colors on every map. That's cool. The tutorial basic training section has been slightly updated via UI changes. Nothing big or important unless you're a brand new player, and you'll just see that it's easier to navigate. Custom match presets have been increased from 10 to 50. This is really big for people who run tournaments or a lot of custom games. It's nice to finally have that extra amount of custom lobbies. The workshop, like I explained in the skin review, you're going to have all of the skins from the Galaxy Squad Survivor Pass are being put into the workshop, which is really good because this pass is like 3 months or 4 months old and it's already coming to the workshop. So really cool way for y'all to get a hold of some badass skins if you missed those Survivor passes. These are the new archivist, or not archivist, excuse me, artisan token skin sets. The female and the male skin set there. Those are going to be specifically using the artisan tokens to unlock those. They had some bug fixes for gameplay, but again, it's nothing super important. I'm not going to spend time going over those. You guys can read the patch notes. I'll have it linked down below. UI fixes, skin clipping fixes. That's really it. Okay, so more vehicles are being spawned on Erangel and Miramar, which is a great thing. The foldable shield is actually going to be usable now. It weighs less. It's quicker to deploy. It deploys in half the time. You can pick it up when you're done, and it's harder to have it destroyed with a vehicle. And then map rotations: Erangel, Miramar, Tego, Deston, and Karakin for NA and EU. And the other regions are going to have Sandhawk instead of Karakin. And what else? I think that's about it. Deston's back, so that's a big thing in its own. But the food truck nerf and the O12 buff is good. MMR stuff you probably won't notice. Skins, and that's about it. All right. Any questions in the patch notes? To recap, more vehicles are being spawned on Erangel and Miramar, which is a great thing. The foldable shield is actually going to be usable now. It weighs less. It's quicker to deploy. It deploys in half the time. You can pick it up when you're done, and it's harder to have it destroyed with a vehicle. And then map rotations: Erangel, Miramar, Tego, Deston, and Karakin for NA and EU. And the other regions are going to have Sandhawk instead of Karakin. Deston's back, so that's a big thing in its own. But the food truck nerf and the O12 buff is good. MMR stuff you probably won't notice. Skins, and that's about it. All right. Any questions in the patch notes?